What's up everybody, thanks for watching today. So today's video I am going to share my experience as being an auto licensed and bonded car dealer, and I have been now in business, I guess you could call it. I received my license about 3 weeks ago, so I'm doing everything by myself. So it's gonna take some more time. It's gonna take a while to get everything kind of up and going. I still have 0 sales, even though I just kind of barely started listing cars, but I'd like to get at least 1 sale before the month is over. I've been more focused on buying cars, and it's been a real big pain in the butt. You know, you'd think that having access to major car dealer auctions, that you'd have a huge selection, and you really do. I mean, I think there was 800 cars last time I went to the auction, and I went to the auction 2 weeks in a row, and I went on the day before the auction day to check out the cars and kind of make my list of cars to bid on. And out of spending a total of, well, basically going to the auction 2 weeks in a row, the first week I wasted all my time. I got 0 cars. The cars they're going too high. You know, I don't see how there's any money to be made, and most of the cars there are scratched, dented, all dinged up and banged up. It's just like, I can't picture me selling cars with scratches and dents all over them. I don't know how other people are doing it. Maybe I'm just too OCD. I'm not sure really what's going on, but I'll learn things as I go, and we'll get it figured out. So the second week I went, I got 2 cars. As you can see here, I got that little blue Corolla, and then up front there's that blue Mitsubishi Mirage. So currently I have those 4 cars on the back line, this blue one, and then I've got a Durango and a Suburban out there. And then show you guys what else I have. Sorry for all the background noise. So I have this PT Cruiser and this Corvette. So that means I am up to 9 cars, and as you can see, I'm out here on a main road. Right there, I've got a good garage, huge garage. Beautiful view of the mountains. And I've got some room around the back over there. Lots of room in the garage here. So I've got a really good setup here, and in total I should be able to get about 30 to 40 cars between the back, the front, and then the garage. And my plan is to run this as solo as possible. If possible, I would love to. I'm pretty mechanically inclined, so I will likely do almost all the mechanic work myself. I do have a mechanic shop right down the street. If I get too busy, I can just let them handle some things. But yeah, guys, out of the 9 cars that I have, I've had to buy 7 of them from private sellers. And that's a freaking pain in the butt. You know, you gotta drive around town, meet up with them, and go through their whole story on the car. You know, it's definitely just not the ideal way that I should have to do this. I mean, you pay so much money to get up and running and get your location and pay everybody all their fees and this, that, and the other. Get the bond and all the licenses set up with the state, city, IRS. Just like, so much work. Do all that to have to go buy cars like a normal person does off of the internet. I mean, off of private sellers. You know, that's crap. So if there's any of you guys that are dealers that are watching this, I mean, is this your same experience? Do you guys have a bunch of junk at the auction? This is what's even worse. So on the online auction, that blue Corolla is a 2019. It has freaking 500 miles on it, right? 500-mile car. In the ad, it shows that it's got 2 keys. Well, it shows up here, and guess what? I got 1 key. On a 500-mile brand new car, I have 1 key. Who's gonna want to buy a car with 1 key that's brand new? I don't think anybody's gonna want to. So now I got to dilly-dally with that. It's a laser cut key. freaking pain in the ass, man. I called the auction. They're just like, oh, sorry. We don't really know what to do. We don't know what to tell you. Both cars showed up with one key. I mean, I'm okay on the little Mitsubishi Mirage because it's just an older car. You can just buy the key fobs off eBay for pretty cheap. But this brand new freaking car, man, pisses me off so bad. I think people steal the keys out of the cars at the auctions. So guess I'll just have to figure that out. I'm already barely even going to probably make maybe $2,000 off of a pretty expensive car. I paid $17,000 for that Corolla. I probably shouldn't tell you guys how much I'm paying. Paid $17,000, and then I paid another $500 just in fees to the auction. I had to pay $50 as a fee to buy it online because I wasn't at the auction. I did it on the computer. So $50 for that, $50 for it to be delivered to me. $450 was the buy fee on that car. They even charged me $10 to mail me the title. It's like so many little fees for a car that gets here and is missing a key. And I already paid top dollar for that car because I just needed a car, a nice new car, just because obviously I'm in the beginning stages. I'm learning what works for this area, so I want a very big variety of cars so I can kind of decide what way to go. Plus, I don't have a whole lot of money, so I have to have some cheap cars. As you can see, I have some cheapos out there. There's an '01 Neon. I have a couple PT Cruisers. Those are fun little, pretty easy cars to sell usually. I have a Malibu, and then that Mirage. So I've got a really good variety, Durango, Suburban. But yeah, that's kind of how it's going so far, guys. I just barely activated my social media. I hate social media. So I reactivated it so I could list these vehicles on there. It's free advertising. And last time I did this, started a dealership, I got a lot of sales from friends that I know they would come by for me. So I figure, well, things are slow starting out, as I knew they would be. Anything I can get, especially free advertising, is definitely where I'm going to start. So hopefully we can get that first sale before the month's over. That's my goal, I guess I have. My goal was to only have 4 cars in inventory before the first month is over, and I'm already at 9. So I've got that goal taken care of, and I just need to get 1 sale to reach my goal. And then next month, my sale goal is 2 months, or 2 cars, and then I just have it to go up 1 car each month. So by December, I need to be selling 9 cars a month. And I figure that should be pretty reasonable, even with me running it all by myself. It's very tricky to have to be in several places at once. I have to be at the auction, I have to be here, I have to be working on cars, cleaning the cars, taking the pictures, getting them posted online. I detail the cars, some of them, most of them. Any mechanic work that needs to be done on them, I do that. So I'm kind of a one-man show here. I am a one-man show, so as you can imagine, it's pretty damn stressful at times. But yeah, so that's where we're at, and I just wanted to make this video. If there's any of you guys that are thinking about starting your dealership on your own, maybe you can relate to this, or anybody that is already a dealer, tell me if that seems weird to you. Just that it seems so hard to find cars at the auction. I was seeing tons of cars out there that were 2017, 2018, and there's scratches all over them, dings everywhere, like the paint's worn down. I don't know. Do people really not care when they're buying a 2018 car if there's scratches all over it? How are you supposed to sell something like that? I am pretty OCD, so I'm pretty picky about cars being clean. But I just don't know if I'm being overly picky or what, but it shouldn't be so hard to find cars. When you have 800 cars to choose from, how am I only coming away with 2? I see plenty of cars going for well above MMR, which is the auction average price. I just don't see, it just seems like there's really no money to be made at the auction. So, you know, having to go private, I guess, is what I'm going to have to do, So, yeah, just wanted to kind of make an update video for you guys. I will keep making updates as we go along. Hopefully we can get some things going here. So thanks for watching, guys. Have a great day. Bye.